Oh, what's up, YouTube? Hey, Angry Jackalope here. Just back from the movies. I was just watching a movie called The Gallows, and right off the bat, it was good. So, originally what happened was a good friend of mine, Paul, from Grim Ghost Tours, contacted me, as he often does, and says, hey, there's a movie coming out. You want to watch it early? And I'm like, fuck yeah, dude. I love watching movies early because then it gives me a chance to watch the movie, tell you guys what I think about it, and then we go from there. So this time he was out of town, and normally he has a bunch of swag and stuff like this that he, he hands out on the Grimm's Ghost Tour. This time he was out of town, so he asked if I could grab some stuff and, hand it out and things of that nature. So we were able to do that at the actual show, and I was like, man, I really hope this show is going to be good, but I'm not going to go with any expectations. And we went and watched it, and it was good. It had, here's the formula. It's basically filmed from hand camera, so it's like Paranormal Activity, Blair Witch. Blair Witch is the one that kind of pioneered the whole deal, made it popular anyway. And it's, I'm trying to think how to explain this movie without ruining any of it. Some of it was really apparent to me midway through the movie, but the general synopsis, without spoiling anything, is there's football players forced to do drama for their credit, and they, goodness gracious, one decides, hey, you know what, let's ruin the props and everything the night before the show, and then that way we don't have to do the show. And they go to ruin the props and everything, and while they do, the horror begins. And it, you know what? For what it was, I enjoyed it. I thought it was very good. And for my fans that have seen me review things like The Babadook and some of these other things, it's not like that. This is a real old school style horror flick, scary entity doing crazy shit, lots of jump scares, tons and tons and tons of jump scares, but the jump scares worked pretty well for the audience. Startled me probably about 2 or 3 times. They were about 2 or 3 real good scare moments. There's a good creepy atmosphere. There's a twist at the end. It took me a little bit to kind of wrap my mind around it, but after I thought about it a little bit, it made sense. And we'll discuss that later. I don't want to spoil anything. I don't want to do a second segment of this review with a spoiler or anything like that. It is a honest to God, good, scary movie. I enjoyed it. I'm not sure why it had an R rating. Me and my friend Shane, while we were watching it, we're sitting there kind of scratching our heads, wondering why the hell it had an R rating. There was no nudity. There wasn't really graphic language. And the death scenes were nothing compared to even old school Friday the 13th and shit like that. I mean, there was really no blood that was like, I mean, I think Mortal Kombat has 10 times more blood in it just in its basic game. But anyway, Angry Jackalope approved. I enjoyed it. And if you don't really want to, depending on where you're at, like if you're in California and you're looking at fucking $20 a person to watch the fucking movie, you can wait for DVD if you got a good screen at home. If you like to go with a crowd of people and you guys just have a good time, it's a good time movie. Definitely fun. There was a big group in front of us. There was like 7 people on one side and like another 7 on the other, and in front of them was like 10 people. And it was fun. I mean, we were sitting there just laughing and having a good old time. So, The Gallows is definitely Angry Jackalope approved. And I really enjoyed it. And I think a majority of you will enjoy it as well. it had some humor in the beginning. One of the characters is just a real smart ass little fucking douchebag, and he's just fucking funny as shit. He had me cracking up, and they did a couple of things that were a little bit novel with some of the shooting, and I think you'll like it. I think you'll like it. All right, guys. Till next time, please be good to each other.